are you moving or are you moving
Yeah.
to
France.
to France?
Yeah.
Ah. And is there any particular reason?
Yes, because I was working here
Yes.
for 3 years, and now I'm going back to France.
Ah. Are you French?
Yes.
Ah, vous êtes français?
Oui.
We are from the broadcast company, the television of
Yeah.
Limburg,
Okay.
and we saw le camion, and we thought, well, there was it's a French truck,
Yes.
French lorry, so we were thinking, well, maybe these are Dutch people who are going to live in France.
But the contrary.
On the contrary,
French people coming to Netherlands for 3 years and going back to France.
and may I ask, what have you been doing here for the last?
I'm military, working in NATO.
Ah, I never imagined that also French people are working for NATO here in these.
Yeah, there are 24 countries
In Brunson.
in Brunson, so different country.
So you are a soldier.
Yeah.
And what kind of work do you do?
I'm working on for the HQ of NATO.
Okay. And what kind of job is that?
It's a staff officer.
Okay.
Staff officer in the HQ.
And was it for you obvious when you came here that it would be for 3 years?
Yeah, we know where when we are sent by France
Yes.
or by your country, you know from how many years you are here. So normally 3 years.
Wow. So you, how long have you been doing this kind of work?
Staff officer?
Yeah, but well, in the military.
Oh, in the military. That's my 36th year.
So your first job
My first job.
was that also in the military?
No, my first job was in France with children.
Huh? School.
Yeah, I was working with children in school.
As a teacher.
No, not as a teacher, as the guy who accompanied the teachers.
Okay.
Was my first job, but I was 19, so
But how did you end up in the military then?
just asking and making an exam to came in military academy.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Vous êtes français aussi?
Ah oui.
Ah oui. He drives the lorry.
Yes, correct.
Ah, okay. And we were passing by here a few minutes ago already. Was that your wife I saw?
Yes.
Ah, so you lived here with the...
Yeah, we did live with my wife here for 3 years.
And did you learn something about the Dutch culture?
Yeah, of course. We did live here, so yeah. We spend completely our time here, buying here, going around here, going to Rotterdam, going to Amsterdam, going to Den Haag.
Any Dutch friends?
Oh yes, we have neighbors.
Yeah.
Very nice neighbors. They all made presents for us because we are leaving. So yeah.
But isn't that difficult for you to leave again?
Not because we have the habits. That's the 13th time we are moving. So
13th time.
yes.
My God. And what countries have you visited already for your job? All over the world?
All over the world, but mainly in Africa, and of course in Germany.
Why do you say of course?
Because there was lots of French garrison in Germany some years ago.
Okay. Yes, Africa is obvious, of course, because the French have always been in Africa. Which country did you like most?
Most, the one where there is no war, Netherlands.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Do they mix? Do they mix well, the Dutch and the French?
Yeah, of course. We are in fact completely mixed. In my office, we did have an Italian. I was with an Italian officer.
Okay.
My chief was from Norway, And the guy who was responsible of the staff was a guy from Netherlands. So we have Turkish, we have Slovakian, we have every countries.
So, and you know your wife for a long time, of course?
Oh yeah, of course.
How many years?
33.
Wow. And so for her it's pretty common to move.
Yes, too much in fact. Too much common. And she said that will be the last time. Because she's completely fed up with that for the moment.
And what about you?
I will be retired in 3 years, so it's my last appointment.
The last tour?
Yes.
In France?
In France.
Ah, so you can get used to being in La Douce France.
La Douce France.
La Douce.
And it's south of France.
Ah, you are from the south of France?
Yes, and we are going back to south of France.
How cool is that?
Nice.
And you were born in which region?
South of France.
Near
Marseille. And we are going back to Marseille.
Okay. Was it difficult for you to keep in touch with your relatives?
Yes, a bit. Because in fact the only problem we did have was the COVID, and to travel it was very complicated. But there is internet, so it's okay. Our child are in France, our parents are in France, so it was a bit difficult with the COVID.
Your children are in France?
Yes. Yeah, but they are grown up, so they all works and they work.
So, but your children were with you on several tours abroad?
Yeah. In fact, when they start to grow up, we drop them in some places where we have been. So there is, when we were in Marseille, my daughter, who is 30 now, she stay in Marseille. The second one stay a bit more in north, and the third one was in my last appointment.
Which was?
It was near Switzerland border.
Ah, okay, but also in France.
Yes, but also in France.
So they have their pied-à-terre now in.
Yeah, in each town where we have been. So it's very funny to say.
But it must be difficult also to stay in touch with them, because you, with Corona and all, you can't meet up.
Yeah. The main difficulty was with the Corona. So we made plenty of PCR tests, plenty, just to cross the border and to try to see them.
Okay.
But now we are vaccinated, so there is no problem.
Do you already have of course, because you are moving, do you have a house to your liking now in
Marseille?
Is that a place where you can stay after your tour?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah.
That's why we did choose to go back there.
Ah, your wife must be so happy.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Can we see her, or doing?
She doesn't speak English.
She doesn't speak English. No. Seulement français?
Seulement français.
That must be interesting when you are somewhere abroad where nobody speaks French.
Yeah, no.
No?
In fact, no.
How did she manage?
She managed with a bit of English, a bit of German, and a bit of Dutch, and with the hands. So everybody can understand us.
Hands and feet. Yeah. I also speak a little French and German, but is she shy maybe?
Yeah, a bit.
A bit. Okay. And the kids, did they turn out okay in their life? Because they had to move also when they had friends made in several countries. And
they are all three working. They have their own job, so they have their apartment. So there was no difficulty.
Okay. And you are not a grandfather yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Do you wish to be?
Not yet. I'm not ready to be.
You are not ready for it?
I'm not. My wife, she's ready to be
to be a grand-mère?
A grand-mère, but I'm not.
You still look very, very young.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You too.
Oh, thank you. But
I'm 56.
56. Okay. Wow. And the 3 grown children already?
Yeah.
If there was something you, last question because our time is up, if you had to do something, if you had to do your life again, would you do something different?
No, completely not. I would do exactly the same. And I think for my wife it's the same. And for the children it's the same. Because they grown up knowing that they will leave the place, so they are not completely attached to a place, and they can move. And that's why they find very easily jobs everywhere. So I have a son working in Switzerland, I have another one working near Lyon, and my daughter is living in Marseille and she has a job in Marseille. So